What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Hexagon series. And we've reached the Centenary, episode 100 of this pretty long and pretty intense, very arduous challenge that has been set forth by the football manager community, the Pentagon, and in this case now it's going to be the Hexagon Challenge. 100 episodes. Think back, I started this series back in January. I want to say the 17th of January was my first episode of this. And here we are 7 months later, still going strong, and having gotten 4 out of the 6, on pace to reach the 5th sometime soon. But I just wanted to go back and do something like what I did for the 50th episode, and that is do a quick overview of how the teams that I previously managed, how are they doing in their leagues, and how are they actually doing in the Champions League. So let's start from the beginning. Let's go all the way back to the original Bay Olympic in New Zealand, taking a look at how they fared in the New Zealand Premiership, I guess. Since I promoted them all the way back in 2015, they have not been relegated. In fact, since 2024, which was the cutoff at episode 50, they've done really well for themselves. A good string of second place. Of course, Auckland City will always be first place because they are the top dog in New Zealand. But coming in second place for 5 consecutive years, and then a third place here, third place there, not bad at all. Let's take a look at how they're actually doing in the Champions League. Okay, I guess they are knocked out of the Champions League this season. But if we go here, let's take a look at past winners. Since 2024, Bay Olympic have won it twice, actually. In 2028, they defeated Auckland City, which was exactly what I did all the way back in 2018. And then 2 years later, they won it again, defeating Ba, I believe the Tahitian side. No, the Fijian side of Ba. Amazing. Take a look at this. And yeah, of course, the Oceanic Champions League dominated exclusively by New Zealand teams. Waibop United getting themselves a couple in there. Of course, Auckland City being the main dominant force. But it's nice to see Bay Olympic actually getting a couple more Champions Leagues after I was gone. Alright, going all the way back now to San Luis de Quillota down in Chile. They are still in the first division, which is really nice to see. But I don't think we can actually take a look at how they've placed in the league, because I believe I've gotten rid of all the placements, so you can't really see who finished where. But just to see that they're still in the first division is nice. I don't think they're an up and down team, but yeah, getting them promoted there in the first place, it was a hard part, and it's even bigger challenge to stay up there, especially in a league such as Chile's. Then we can take a look at Melbourne City FC, of course, in the A-League. How have they been going on in the A-League since I let them go? Melbourne City FC actually winning the league in 2024. Yeah, because they didn't... last I checked, I didn't see that. So that must have been the season after, yeah, because it would have been only up to 2023 when I checked it back at episode 50. So they won it the very next season, and I guess that is the only time they won the league. How they've been getting on in the, I guess, Asian Confederations Cup. It's the AFC Champions League. Taking a look at past winners. Did they get close at all? No, it doesn't look like they got close. It looks like it's dominated by a bunch of the Middle Eastern teams that are in the Asian League. Yeah, not a lot of success there for them. But at least they're in the AFC Champions League, and that's nothing short to scoff at. We then follow that up with taking a look at, yes, I know, after having to restart my computer and everything, moving save files over, the original names is not there, but this is Kashima Antlers. I don't think, since it is a Japanese league, I don't think I can take a look at... Well, I guess I could take a look at how they fared since I left. Taking a look at... when did I win? Oh, yeah, that's right. 2022 was the season where I led Kashima Antlers to victory, overall victory. There's the Champions League final. You can see right there the 5-1 destruction of JG United way back when. Since that time, it doesn't look like, oh, they made a semifinal there in 2024. Quarters, semifinals, losing to Seoul back last season. And now, currently, they're facing off against Kawasaki Frontale in the quarterfinals here. And it looks like they've just been rolling in the Champions League, so who knows? Maybe they'll get another AFC Champions League. After that, taking a look at Sport Recife. Sport Recife, of course, being in Brazil. Let's take a look at how they fared in the first division. It doesn't look like I'm seeing their name up here. A lot of Flamengo, which was the team I took over after, but dominated by Corinthians. There's a couple Cruzeiros in there, a Santos. But taking a look at Copa Sudamerica. I guess they're in the Copa Sudamericana. They won it in 2020, but that was before I even got in there. So did they try? No, it doesn't look like it got up there. Okay. So Sport Recife still doing solid in the first division, in the Serie A in Brazil. But we then follow that up with Flamengo. Flamengo being the shock move at the during the middle of the season, like, hey, Flamengo have sacked their manager. Oh, look, they're in the Copa Libertadores final. Hey, I should probably jump on that. And two matches later, we win the Copa Libertadores in a 9-9 thriller versus River Plate. 5-5 in the first leg away, 4-4 at home, and then winning on penalties 4-2, giving Flamengo a Copa Libertadores victory. How have they done since that time? Well, it looks like I guess they won the Recopa the next season. Didn't do too hot there. They're in both Libertadores and Sudamericana the following season. Didn't do very well there. They lost the Sudamericana final to Boca Juniors in 2028. Lost in the semifinals 2029. They lost in the finals to Boca Juniors in 2030. And in this season, 2031, they won the Copa Libertadores. They defeated Corinthians 5-2. So just earlier this season, actually going by the dates, just the week ago, not Sport Recife, but Flamengo have defeated Corinthians 5-2 in the Copa Libertadores final. So good on them. They actually won another one. All right, and that pretty much takes care of Brazil. Then we move on to I guess you could say it was the love-hate relationship of Valencia. Taking a look at their schedule since I left in the middle of the 2028-29 season because I remember very vividly defeating Red Bull Salzburg and then drawing against Zenit St. Petersburg. And then all of a sudden, the Zamalek job opened up, and they were in the African Champions League. It's like, oh, I can knock this out if all fortune bodes well. So I jumped ship from Valencia and then went to Zamalek. But let's see how they did since that time. Actually, we go back here, 2029. Here's the fifth place, third place. Not bad. Taking a look at the, I guess, La Liga proper. Real Madrid won there. Barcelona, let's go Real Betis in fourth place. That's surprising. Valencia finishing third there. Of course, Barcelona and Real Madrid 1-2, as you would expect them to. And anything else I'm thinking of? I don't think they won. I don't think they came anywhere close to being contenders in the Champions League. So let's get rid of that. And then, of course, Zamalek. The one lone year that I was at Zamalek, same thing with what I did at Kashima Antlers. where I took over at the beginning of 2029, and by the end of 2029, I was able to come away champions of Africa. And taking a look at where is it? Here it is. The 0-0 draw first to Sundowns, and then defeating them 2-2 away. Thankfully, away goals were in play, and I was able to get the Champions League there. But let's take a look at how they've fared since that time. The Champions League, Al Ahly won the following year, and currently they're near the, I was going to say near the top, but they're second place in their group, so it looks like they may go to another semifinal. As far as the Egyptian Premier League, still second place, still have not cracked top spots. It's been dominated by Al Ahly. Ismaili was the team that won the Premier League while I was there. Then Al Makaloun, and then Al Ahly once again. But Zamalek continues to be the bridesmaid, not the bride, coming in second place all those times. But they are making strides to try and win another Champions League, so I guess that is some sort of consolation prize. And that is the quick roundup of everybody that I've previously managed. I swear if I hit 150, I won't do that again if we get to a 150, because this has already taken up way too much time than I wanted to, because we have 2 matches today that we need to get to in the CONCACAF Champions League, Universidad de Guadalajara and Aribe Unido from Panama. So let's just get right into it. I won't go into the matches from MLS. All you can see is at the league table, we are currently in first place, 1 point ahead San Jose, but we do have 2 matches in the hole. So that's going to fluctuate sooner rather than later. Well, let's get right into the matches. We're going to be playing at home versus Universidad, and they're going to be coming out with a 4-4-2 formation. Of course, we're sticking with the season-long 4v1. Marie is going to be in nets. Benjamo, Haji, Hamzawi, and Cordero, the back 4. Gomez taking over for the defensive mid-role as Alan Martinez is out for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Tabiazzi and Andres Franco sitting in the middle. Zivkovic and Dave Jones out on the wings, and Zach Strand sitting up front. There's only 4 matches in the CONCACAF Champions League group stage, so we need to make every one of them count. Let's start off with a win and start off strong. But let's kick off and see what happens. Alright, so the team talks went fairly well, and let's kick off. Of course, Toronto FC will be in their bright reds, and UDG Guadalajara will be coming out in the black and golds. 16 minutes have gone by, not so much as a whimper from either team. We've had the only shot all day. What a harsh tackle by the Guadalajara defender. We do keep the ball going. Dave Jones passes it in. Oh, we had a chance. We had another chance. What a save by their keeper. Kick save, and it bounces off the post, only going out for a corner kick. We're going to be in for a fight today. If their goalkeeper is on point like he is right now, it is going to be extremely hard for us to get a goal. 20 minutes now gone, and more pinball through the center of the park. Zach Strand cannoning it into orbit. Beating his last man, but just was not composed on the finish. Guadalajara still looking to have a shot on goal. Good defense there. Tabiazzi throwing it ahead to Zach Strand, but it's easily taken off. It's still pinball in the middle. Midfield play, box to box from either side. We get it through Zach Strand. Once again, another good save by their keeper. We could easily have 2 goals right here, but their keeper is keeping them in the match. Franco at the center to Tabiazzi, the slow roller. It was an easy stop for the keeper this time. Time just ticking away in this first half, and it's going to go to the half at a 0-0 draw. Everybody is playing out of their minds right now. We've just been unlucky. Defensively, yeah, you can do a lot better. Midfield, you're doing fine. Strikers, I'm not happy with your finishing. Well, you're not bad, but you can do a lot better. All right, second 45, I feel a goal coming. With 10 shots, 4 of them on target, we're just peppering their goalkeeper. I can feel the goal coming. And just tell them to concentrate. 60 minutes gone, however, and still nothing. We get a free kick. Hamzawi. He's a good free kick taker. The rebound falls to Zivkovic. Was he onside? He was, and Toronto FC have finally broken the deadlock at the 62nd minute. I told you a goal was coming, and Zivkovic off the parry by the keeper on the free kick. We get it in there, and it's 1-0 to Toronto. Alright, I'm going to start making some subs now. Tab Yazzie will probably be the one coming out. Casey Jankovic will be taking over for him. Zach Strand has just been absolutely appalling. So Dave Powell is going to come up for him. And that's going to be it for right now. Probably sub out one of the defensive backs later. Maybe Cordero, just because he hasn't been playing all that great. 73 minutes gone, though, and we do have a Guadalajara highlight. Maybe they have finally woken up. Who knows? Good defense by Haji. We need to get it out. Cordero throws it all the way up to Powell, but that's cut out. We get it back, crossing it over. Jankovic, he does have speed. Passes it to Franco. No, not really many options. Falls to Dave Jones, but it's tackled off him for a corner kick. Ball comes in, cleared away. Gomez tackled off of him. All right. While that resolves, I'm going to sub out. Jean-Jacques Naret is going to come in for Hamzawi, and that's pretty much going to be it. 15 minutes left. All the subs have been made. So, and just take a look at the stats down the bottom left. 16 shots from Toronto, 4 for Guadalajara, yet we still only have 1 goal. Good tackle by, I didn't even see who that was, but good tackle. With 7 minutes left, we just need to keep control of the ball. Good passing forward. Franco probably could have held on to the ball a little bit longer. Going to tell them to tighten up for these last 6 minutes. Oh, over the top to Powell. Oh, goalkeeper way off his line. David Powell, he hasn't been used much all season, but right here he doubles the lead, and that pretty much seals the victory for Toronto FC, and we're going to get off to a great start in this group, picking up 3 points versus a team that, quite honestly, was going to be the biggest challenge of the group for us. Arabe Unido, not all that much, but Guadalajara definitely was supposed to give us a big fight. But today they go down with a whimper 2-0 as we take the early lead in the group. Good job, boys. And now our second match of the day is going to be against Arabe Unido, who obviously did not play today because there are only 3 teams in the group. There's no way they could be playing. So, when we come back, it'll be the second match for us in the CONCACAF Champions League. It's us versus Arabe Unido. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, and here we are for the second match out of 4 for this CONCACAF Champions League group, and we're going to be traveling to Panama to face Arabe Unido. It looks like they are a very small team, as only 1,500 people are coming to see them at their stadium, which holds 4,500, and we are tipped to pile on the pain, as one journalist has put it in the mail. So hopefully we can live up to that expectations. We do have a couple of changes here, as we're going to have Hamzawi taking back over the defensive mid spot. Jean-Jacques Naret and Dave Gatz have come on in defense. As far as everyone else, that's pretty much unchanged. Hopefully Zach Strand can get out of his funk and score some goals. Like I said, we should be piling on the pressure here, so I expect goals. I expect a win. Anything less is really disappointing. So let's kick off and see what happens. And we kick off on this match. We, of course, are going to be in the red kits, and Unido will be in the all blues. Just over a minute in, and already we're seeing our first attacking chance. Dave Jones out on the right, has plenty of men in the middle, but he's getting bullied off the ball, has to pass it back. Hamzawi to Yazzie, Yazzie in to Strand, round one man, Dave Jones Decent save by that goalkeeper, preventing a nice goal there. Corner comes in. Let's head it away. Yazzie back out to Franco. Oh, can't find the good pass in. But we are keeping up the pressure, and this is what I want to see all game, is us keeping up the pressure in the Aribe Unido half. Here we go. Benchimol back out to Yazzie. Yazzie in to Zach Strand. What a save by the keeper. Double good save by that keeper. Same with Guadalajara. Their keeper is keeping them in the match right now. I expect us to get a goal sometime soon, but for now, their keeper is just playing out of his mind. Throw in, Dave Jones coming up the right. He does have options in the center. Zach Strand falls to Zivkovic, and Zivkovic breaks the deadlock earlier than the last match, this time in the 9th minute, putting Toronto FC up 1-0. And I expect more to be coming from that. 5 minutes later, thrown from Naret to Strand. Strand taking off the ball, but we get it right back. Brings it back just to set people up in the middle. Hamzawi to Franco. Passing lanes in the center. Ahead to Zivkovic, and Zivkovic makes it 2. A brace for him on the day. 2-0 to Toronto FC. And it shows no signs of stopping, as so far in 15 minutes we have taken 11 shots. 5 of them on target, and Aribe Unido have gotten nothing. We haven't allowed them anything. 22 minutes gone, we have another throw in. Keeping it in their half. Hamzawi to Zivkovic, tries to make a hat trick. Oh, but gets tackled off the ball, but we do get a corner out of it. Franco high and deep. Nothing coming from that, but we do get it back. Franco in the middle to Jones, who gives it to Strand. Strand could have easily made it 3, but plops it right into the goalkeeper, and the rebound over the crossbar. Just continuing our offensive onslaught as Aribe Unido are trying to crack our defense somehow. They do finally make it over the halfway line, but we get it right back off of a nice headed pass. Dave Jones to Zach Strand. Some lovely passing from us. Franco back to Dave Jones, who just shoots it wide. Actually, that wasn't just. That was well wide. I don't know what he was aiming at. Hamzawi picking up a knock. I really shouldn't, but I'm going to leave him on for now. Few minutes left is... Wow. Zach Strand. Another chance at a goal and another brilliant save by their keeper. It could be 4, it could be 5 at this point. But so far it's only 2-0. Dave Jones getting another cross. Zivkovic can make a hat trick. But Zach Strand finally getting himself on the scorecard, as Toronto FC are now up 3-0 at half, and this match is pretty much over. So I'm actually gonna sub out Hamzawi. I don't want to risk any further injury, so off he's gonna come. Who am I gonna bring on? I guess the only one I can bring on, Alexis Gomez, is gonna come in for him. So start the second half, make that sub, and just ride this out now, since there's no way they're coming back unless something really, really bad happens, but it doesn't look like they're going to come back. Free kick, Zivkovic could get his hat trick, but smacks it directly into the wall. Cameraman, there you go. Still 20 minutes left in this match. Yazzie out to Zivkovic, has several men in the box. Ooh, could have been an own goal right there, but brilliant save from the keeper, even on a potential own goal. Aribe Unido have, in fact, gotten themselves a shot. It wasn't on target, but it was a shot. Gomez coming forward. That's probably going to count as a shot, but it was a really, really bad one. All right, one more sub going to be coming on. Minnie Webster is going to come on for Dave Gatt. And that's going to be it for now. Still 19 minutes plus stoppage time left to go. And no signs of stopping for us, as we have a brilliant takeaway. Yazzie to Strand. Strand passing it off to Franco. Gomez, they're just taking shots left and right now. Don't know if they're going to go in, but we're just taking them just because we can. Benchimol up the right wing to Dave Jones, but taking off the ball. Benchimol, he has men in the middle. Gomez, well, why not take a shot from 30 yards out? Good save by the keeper. Probably didn't need to be saved, but we get a corner out of it. And starting off this group with 2 straight wins is absolutely vital. It'll put us in a good position to advance, and that'll ease the pressure of us needing to get 2 wins in the final 2, especially if we have some tired legs out there. Tabiazzi with another good dispossess. However, Aribe Unido keeping it in our half this time up until right then and there. Zach Strand running forward with it. Andres Franco does have a shot, but not on target. Saved by the keeper anyway. Still 12 minutes left to go in this match. Jean-Jacques Noret losing the ball right there. And Aribe Unido now with a counter, as we had a very high defensive line, so they are running pretty well onto us. Oh, and interesting. Aribe Unido getting themselves one back. Should probably make a sub out on that defensive line to prevent that from happening again. Benjamin's going to come out for Cordero for the last sub and for the last 11 minutes. I don't expect them to get any more goals, though I say that, and with 7 minutes left to go, they did have a throw, and we do get the ball back, though. Dave Jones throwing it forward to Zach Strand, keeping it just inside. Dave Jones just taking his time with it. There's no real sense of urgency here. Has men in the middle that we could potentially get another goal out of. Andres Franco to Zivkovic, and there's Zivkovic's hat trick. It makes it 4-1, and if the game was in doubt, it's no longer in doubt now, as it's 4-1 Toronto FC as we further our lead and further our victory. Not even a minute later, we get another chance. Zivkovic with 4. Now he's just adding insult to injury at this point. It's 5-1 Toronto. 40 shots taken, 14 of them on target. Only a measly 2 by the team from Panama known as Aribe Unido. 15 seconds left to go in this match. The ball goes out to touch, and that's pretty much it. The murder is over. Toronto FC pull out with a victory, 5-1. And with that, we take a good commanding lead of the group. As, we sit there, 2 wins, 6 points. Guadalajara obviously defeated Aribe Unido. It doesn't look like they defeated them. Actually, they did defeat them by a lot. They defeated them 6-0. And I guess in the end, it's going to come down to goal difference if both of us are tied. And so far, we have the edge there. We're +6. Guadalajara's +4. And Zivkovic with 4 goals. I never would have expected that from him, but absolutely amazing for him. Still doesn't get a 10 rating. 4 goals, only a 9.9. What a travesty. Should have gotten a 10. All right, so when we come back, we're going to be obviously coming back for the last 2 group matches in this CONCACAF Champions League group stage. We're going to be away to Guadalajara this time, and we'll be hosting Aribe Unido. That Aribe Unido one should be an easy victory. It's the Guadalajara match that I am worried about. So when we come back, it'll be those 2 matches. I'd like to thank you very much for watching 100 episodes. If you haven't seen them, go back, start from the beginning. It is a really great watch. It's a really fun watch to have. But if you like what you saw in this video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.